Shalom and welcome to Branch of Israel. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from God's beautiful country, Israel. Since Israel has been a nation, and even before that, biblically speaking, Israel has had to learn to fight. The Six-Day War began 41 days after Passover on the 26th day of the Jewish calendar, and if you add 41 to 26, you get 67, which is the same year as the war. What is the chance of that? The war started off on a good note with both Egypt and Syria wanting to attack on both sides. However, God had another plan, and Israel attacked Egypt's air bases by air, not allowing Egypt to have the surprise attack. Throughout the next few days, there were more and more miracles, where God proved that His sovereign hand was upon the tiny little nation. For example, there were 2 Israeli soldiers who landed in the Straits of Tiran, armed only with rifles and a few bullets, suddenly became surrounded by Egyptian half-tracks. The soldiers waited and waited to be shot, but nothing happened. When they looked inside the equipment, they found 18 armored soldiers with guns in hand and completely petrified looks on their faces. The Israelis made them put their hands up in the air and asked them, "Why didn't you shoot at us?" They replied, "My whole body was paralyzed, and I don't know why." It turned out these soldiers did not know that the Straits of Tiran was already in Israeli hands. The soldier telling this story said, "Why didn't they eliminate us? I don't have an answer. How can one say that God didn't help us?" Following his blow-by-blow analysis, the military correspondent for the Israeli Haaretz newspaper summed up the Six-Day War with the admission, even a non-religious person must admit war was fought with help from heaven. Here's another story a German journalist summarized. Nothing like this has happened in history. A force including 1,000 tanks, hundreds of artillery cannons, many rockets and fighter jets, and 100,000 soldiers armed from head to toe were destroyed in 2 days in an area covering hundreds of kilometers filled with reinforced outposts and installations. And this victory was carried out by a force that lost many soldiers and much equipment, positions, and vehicles. No military logic or natural cause can explain this monumental occurrence. The war ended 46 days after Passover on the second day of the Hebrew calendar. If you add 46 plus 2, this equals 48, which means tabernacle or dwelling place, because according to Exodus 26:15 through 25, there are 48 boards in the wall of the tabernacle. I would say God dwelt with the Israelis during that time and put up boards all around, keeping them safe and well protected. 3 days later, Israel was able to celebrate Pentecost with a great joy and excitement. For more teachings and information, visit branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel, and thank you so much for listening. Lehitrot, goodbye, or see you again.